So guys, in today's video we're going to be going over the 3 secret chests inside of the brand new Encore exotic mission and how you can get your hands on the first command frame upgrade as well as the subsistence catalyst for the acquire of 1 auto rifle. But before we get into all those details, as usual, if you do go on to enjoy the video, if you could leave a like and subscribe, I'd very much appreciate it because it's free to do and helps me out here a ton. But with all that being said, let's just jump into today's video. Now, first things first, let's get some warnings out of the way first. If you haven't completed the Act 1 or Act 2 story, you are not able to obtain the acquire of 1 auto rifle. So I'd highly recommend getting that done. Although you are able to access the mission, you don't get the exotic reward. So once again, get Act 1 and Act 2 story stuff done, get all the quests done, and then go into the exotic mission and get your auto rifle. Then, upon doing that and getting the auto rifle, you'll have a quest from Failsafe. If you've found the hidden quest within the actual mission, it's not that hard to actually go and find, but this will basically upgrade Failsafe again, giving you a brand new upgrade at her in the helm, and then Banshee will have a quest for you, which will then reward you with the catalyst upon completing that quest, and that quest just requires you to go and complete the new mission on the harder difficulty, as well as find a secret chest. Now you only need to find 1 secret chest, but there are 3, so I'll cover all 3 locations just so that you can get everything done this week. And one final thing, there are apparently 3 different versions of this exotic mission. We only have 1 available this week, and within that you'll be able to find these 3 chests, but it wouldn't surprise me if when next week comes around, the first version of the mission goes away and is replaced by the second version. This means that the chests potentially won't be available next week, so definitely go and grab them this week if you are able to. Now, with all those warnings out of the way, let's jump into the locations of these chests. The first one is very, very easy to go and find. You're just going to continue through the mission until you go through the little purple slit, and then you would take a right to continue the mission. This time you're going to take a left, and you'll find a Vex pillar. Interact with this Vex pillar, and then 4 little Vex cubes are going to spawn, and underneath one of those Vex cubes will be a little smaller Vex cube. That just indicates which one you need to shoot. That small Vex cube will then go to another Vex cube, just shoot them in the pattern that the little Vex cube goes, and then that's basically the first chest done. After you've done that, continue through to the mission until you find the first planetary piston. This is where you would use your hammer charge to then spawn more samples. There you should find your next Vex pillar, interact with that, and then a portal to your right will open. Go through that portal and then you'll be teleported to the room that you were in before to find the first chest. Go in the second portal that opens up, and then you'll be teleported back to the beginning of the mission. But then there'll be a new Vex pillar within that area, interact with it, and then similar to what the Vex public events are on Nessus, there'll be little beams of light originating from that pillar and going out to different areas within that huge beginning area. Follow those pillars and you should find these little Vex plates on like walls and stuff. They're not too hard to find, but I'll just have a video playing in the background going over their locations. So just find these little like Vex plates on walls, shoot them, and then the next chest will be available. Like I said, follow the video on screen to find those locations. After you've shot all of those little Vex plate things, whatever they are, the next chest will spawn, and this will actually give you access to the Command Frame 2 upgrade, which I think is the only secret one you need to do for the quest for the Catalyst. But moving on from there, go through the portals that you entered to then take you back to where you were in the mission, kill the first set of bosses, and then after you've done that, you'll be going further into the mission, and there you should find your next Vex pillar in the room with all the weird Exo and Vex mutated stuff. Very easy to find, so just interact with that next pillar and then the portal behind that pillar will open, and this is actually the most confusing puzzle, so I'll try and explain it the best way that I can. You'll basically be teleported to this room where there'll be 2 blue buffs and a whole load of Vex portals. You place the buff into the correct slot to open the portal, and then a beam will shoot out from that portal into a corresponding node on the roof. You'll then go through that portal and get teleported to that pink node, and your aim is to destroy all of the pink nodes. And each portal will take you to a random one. Some will be shielded, so you need to shoot them in the correct pattern. But I basically just ran in there, was placing random stuff in random portals and just guessing which portal I'd end up in, and was able to get it done no problem. And that will then grant you your third and final chest. After you have done that, you can just leave the mission and then go load up into the expert version, which only has an additional couple of champions added, those being anti-barrier champions and overload champions, but the overall difficulty of the mission doesn't really change, and there's no secret additional routes either. So just go and complete the expert version of the mission, and then upon completing that, you should get your hands on the Subsistence Refit Catalyst for Choir of One, which just grants it subsistence, where defeating targets partially reloads the magazine from reserves. And the Command Frame 2 upgrade will just increase your stats by a little bit, so you'll get some bonus range, stability, handling, and reload speed, as well as the ability to change your barrel options for the weapon, which will just change the stats of it even more. And that is currently all of the secrets that can be found within this new Encore exotic mission. Like I said, this version of the mission is here for this first week. I don't know if it's going to be replaced by a new version next week, or if there'll just be different options for you to choose from. But to be on the safer side, be sure to grab all these secrets before next week's weekly reset, because you don't know if the newer version of the mission will replace the current version. But that's everything for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe and share this video if anybody else you know is having trouble finding these secrets. That's it from me here today, so I'll catch you guys in the next one.